Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to do another tier list video. I'm going to do a Street Fighter 6 tier list for the pre-Alex update. So without further ado, let's begin. So let's get the obvious ones out of the way. Let's start with the best characters. And to me, and this is going to be in order by the way, so I personally think it's going to be Mai and then JP. So I think these two are definitely the best two characters in the game. The reason why I put Mai over JP is because once she gets her fans going, there's no character in this roster that can really do much about it, right? Whereas like JP, you got characters like Kimberly, Cammy, and Bison that can kind of negate the things that he wants to do. And I think JP does have more bad matchups than Mai. I feel like Mai's bad matchups aren't as significant as JP. However, like JP pressure is so unique that like it's arguably the scariest in the entire roster. Like his pressure is arguably the best in the game, like even better than Mai. But the thing with Mai is once she gets her fans going, there's not much you can do about it besides guessing right. Like Mai kind of like does the pressure for you, whereas like JP, like you have to set it up. Insane corner carry with her fans, her special moves, the scariest level 1 in the game because the defense become even better. It's like kind of like Cyrax and MK, kind of just like putting you in this vortex over and over again. The mix-ups are more likely in Mai's favor because you're guessing multiple times. So that's why I put Mai here, just because her bad matchups aren't as bad as JP's bad matchups. So therefore, I just think Mai takes the title of being the best character in the game, and then following that is JP. And JP is one of the strongest characters in the game. I play JP, I main JP, I know how good he is, I'm not going to downplay him. So yeah, I mean JP and Mai, they're not too far from each other. I put them like right next to each other with Mai slightly taking the lead. Now let's go to the worst characters. I think the worst character in the game, this is a hot take by the way, this is my tier list. I think Elena's the worst character in the game. The reason why I think Elena's the worst character in the game, there is something that every other character has at least one of those, and Elena has neither of those. There is projectile, cancelable crouching medium kick, and command grab. Every single character in this game has at least one of those. Elena has neither of those. She doesn't have a cancelable crouching medium kick, she doesn't have a projectile, and she doesn't have a command grab. Like, and thing is, if she has neither of those, there's gotta be something that makes her good, and it's really just her range that she has. And all of her target combos are not really hit confirmable, and the second hits are also high. Like, had the target combos be safe and not be highs, maybe she would be higher, but I just think she's the worst character in the game because all of her target combos are unsafe. I feel like Elena is somewhat of a disadvantage amongst the rest of the characters, in my opinion. Alright, so the next characters that I'm going to go over are the grapplers. So we got Manon, Marisa, Lily, and Honda. So the one thing about Manon is she has no skip neutral. So with Marisa, you got Phoenix, which armors through projectiles. It's definitely the worst skip neutral out of Lily and Honda, but she does have it. Lily with Counter Spiral, Honda with Headbutt. Another thing that Manon doesn't have, that all these three characters have, is a safe special move to cancel into. Gladius, stocks Counter Spiral, and Counter Spiral is plus by the way. Headbutt, Butt Slam, and then Butt Slam is plus by the way. So skip neutral, safe special moves, and also Oki as well. She doesn't get Oki unless you spend drive, and you have to basically confiscate getting a stock, which is like kind of her whole game plan is stacking up on those stocks so her damage increases. Because without stocks, she doesn't really get much damage. Whereas like Marisa is a 2-touch character. You guess wrong twice and blows you up. Half your health is gone. Another thing that Manon doesn't get, that all these three characters get, is her reward for whiff punishing. I feel like she has the worst reward for landing a whiff punish. We got her heavy kick, which is a crumple. So Honda and Marisa also has that as well. Whereas with Honda and Marisa, you can actually drive rush, extend the combo, and then go in for damage. Whereas Manon, once you get that punish counter crumple heavy kick, you can't drive rush and get anything. The only thing you can get is the ballerina kicks. And she also has her heavy punch, which is also another great whiff punish tool. However, you have to spend a lot of drive for a heavily scaled combo. I feel like her damage really just comes from stacking up on those command grabs. So she lacks safe special moves, she lacks damage, she lacks Oki, and she lacks a skip neutral, which these three characters have. That's why I put her down here. And also, this also applies to Lily too, but also Manon doesn't have a wake up as well. Alright, the next character on my list is Kimberly. Now, you know how like people are saying like JP embodies the characteristic of a Mortal Kombat character? But I feel like not enough people talk about Kimberly, because I feel like Kimberly also embodies very strong Mortal Kombat characteristics. I mean, she kind of gives off like Sonya Blade from MKX or like Jackie from MK11 vibes. She is just like she is an insane character that kind of does everything. You know, she is an anti-zoner, so beats JP with moves like slide and teleport, which is like every scrub's wet dream to have, is you know, having a teleport and a slide. But like obviously that's not all, but like there's a lot of things about Kimberly that you have to guess. Her spacing, when to challenge, when to block, and she's got like these cancels too, you know, which I fight a lot of cancel characters in Mortal Kombat, and you just have to like find the gap. And Kimberly, I'm kind of doing the same thing as well. And to top it all off, she's got overheads and lows that combo into each other. When I fight Kimberly, I feel like I'm fighting a Mortal Kombat character, and that's why I put her up here. She's also annoying to fight, and arguably I do think that Kimberly is better than Cammy and Juri. Now I'm going to put the Shotos, like I guess the top tier Shotos. So we got this, Akuma, Ryu, we'll put Terry up there as well, and Sagat. But these four are very, very strong characters. Alright, and now we got Ed as another top tier character. I would put Ed right here. Better than Terry and Sagat. I don't think Ed is better than these two characters, because really what he has is damage, corner carry, range. Like as far as mix-ups go, you're not really guessing too much, and his staggers aren't as doesn't extend as much as like the rest of the characters, if that makes sense. Like his stagger pressure is quite short, is quite limited of what he can do. So really, Ed's whole game plan is to play at the range that he wants to, which is like his medium kick range. But like up close, he's not much of a threat. He's easily DIable as well. Another character that I'm going to put up here is Juri. I'm going to put Juri right here. Not enough people talk about Juri. I feel like people kind of underestimate Juri. They kind of put Juri like down here. But no, Juri is so good. I think no, Juri is better than Ed. Juri is better than Ed. She got plus frames. She got the best anti-airs in the game. She has Crouching Medium Punch, which, believe it or not, is an anti-air. Crouching Heavy Punch is also an anti-air. And obviously the 5-frame DP, which Ed doesn't have. She gets a Slow Fireball, which is really strong in this game. She also has insane mix. Almost like Kimberly, honestly. Like she is strong. Actually, she is better than Akuma. What am I saying? I much rather fight an Akuma than Juri. I hate fighting Juris, man. And she's also got the fastest dash, and she's got one of the best drive rush in the game. She has a better drive rush than all these characters in S tier right now. Next up is Blanka. Blanka is also another strong character in this game. Arguably the best level 2 in this game, next to JP. Plus frames, range, I mean, skip neutral, I mean, Blanka has it all. I would put Blanka here or here. I'll put Blanka here. Alright, next up we got Cammy. I think Cammy is actually right. I would put Cammy right here. I feel like Cammy is slightly overrated. I feel like, honestly, hot take, I do feel like Kimberly and Juri are better than Cammy in my opinion. I'll put Cammy right. I'll put Cammy right here. Next up, we got M Bison. M Bison is another almost like MK character-ish. I feel like not enough people talk about Bison, because Bison is literally a two-touch character with insane mix and plus frames, and Psycho Crusher, which is safe and it goes through projectiles. This character is a freaking nightmare because as a JP player, so I might be a little bit biased on this one, but I do think Bison's one that is very, very strong in this game. I would put Bison right here. Like, I think Bison is better than Ed, actually. I do think that Bison is better than Ed. I feel like an Ed that beats me is an Ed that outplays me. I feel like his light pressure isn't as intimidating as the other characters. I feel like his light pressure is actually the worst. He doesn't really get much pressure off the light. He has 0 plus frame normals. His Drive Rush medium punch doesn't even put you in throw range. So really, Ed's whole gameplay is just, you know, is flicker and just waiting for the opponent to mess up with the amazing range he has. Next up, we got Rashid. I'll put Rashid right here. I think Ed might be a little bit better than Rashid. Yeah, I'll put Rashid right here. He's a very strong character. I mean, like one of the best level 2s in the game, but his normals aren't that good. There's like not a lot of pushback on a lot of his moves. I think a lot of some of his moves actually puts you closer to the opponent, so he doesn't really whiff punish you. It's more of like staggering you. His staggers are good. He's got like the best movement in the game as well, but he's not so much of like a whiff punish character. He's a little stubby, kind of like Lee Maze Buns and MK, like a little stubby, but with a bit more depth with his, you know, tornado stuff. Alright, and then next up we're going to go into A tier. I think the two characters that are in this category right here is Aki and Chun. Now, these two can be switched. Arguably, Chun might be better than Aki. I can't say for sure. I would say Aki is a little bit better. I think, first of all, I think Chun is a very, very underrated character. I feel like not enough people talk about her. I feel like she kind of falls flat Ken and Luke. But I think she's better than those characters. She got a slow fireball, which is very strong in this game because zoning isn't, you know, really effective in this game. So having a slow fireball that you can follow to get in is much stronger than having like a fast fireball like Sandblast, in my opinion. And the thing about Chun is that she has the best jab and crouching medium kick in the game when it comes to range. And not only that, it's actually 1 frame faster than everyone else's crouching medium kick, and it combos on counter hit. Like, she catches you mashing, she's getting those counter hit conversions every single time. Her buns are good, she's got plus frames, I mean, and she has a good fireball. Next up we have Guile. I think, yeah, Guile definitely is right here. I think Chun's better than Guile, honestly. When I first started playing Street Fighter, I hated fighting Guiles. I thought Guile was such an easy character to pick up, very brain dead, just turtling, playing lame. But the more I played this game, the more I grew into Guile a little bit. But however, I still hate fighting Guiles. I think Guiles is a very annoying character to fight. But I definitely have some respect for Guile players because, you know, fishing for an opening, I guess. I feel like he has to work hard for that. And then I would put DJ in here as well, and then I'd put Zangief. With DJ, like I see a lot of people put DJ like up here. In that sense, he's kind of overrated because like I feel like any DJ that beats me is just a better player than me. Like they just outplay me. Doesn't really have any cancelable normals. DJ is the only character in this game with a knockdown crouching medium kick, which I think is what puts him down here in my opinion. And Zangief, I mean, Zangief is just an all-in-all slow character, has to really get in and stuff. I mean, I feel like Zangief has a lot of bad matchups because of his like speed. Okay, and then we got Ken and Luke. Now, I'm not gonna put Ken and Luke down here. I think Ken and Luke kind of fall somewhere in here. I'll put Ken right here and Luke right here. I think Luke's better than DJ, and DJ's better than Ken. I feel like not enough people talk about Luke. I feel like Luke's right here. Luke has arguably one of the best cancelable normals in the entire game. Heavy punch, crouching medium kick, crouching medium punch, and whenever he cancels his heavy punch into Sandblast, it's plus on block, and better yet, it also sets up a frame spacing trap, which is perfect for Luke because Luke does have the best button to whiff punish you with. And I feel like against Luke, you have to be really careful of when you're going to press. And also, his damage is good, his corner carry is good, and he gets okay without having to spend drive rush. I feel like all in all, Luke's just really solid. Alright, next up, we got these 4 characters. Okay, now we got Dhalsim. Whew. Okay, let's start with Jamie. I'd put Jamie like right here. Let me actually move this. I don't think all these are in D tier. Yeah, that's better. Okay, that's better. That's better. Yeah, Jamie is right here. He has really good range. He's got one of the best drive rush in the game. He has a 5 frame heavy punch. He kind of has, you know, the basic shouldery stuff, crouching medium kick. And he does have the best drive rush in the game next to, you know, Jury and DJ. Arguably, like, Jamie could be up here. No, I'll put Jamie here, actually. I'm gonna put Jamie here. Let's do this. Yeah, let's do that. And Dhalsim, I'll put Dhalsim. I think Dhalsim is better than Zangief. I think Guile and Dhalsim are next to each other. I feel like Guile and Dhalsim is the type of character where they're testing your patience, like throwing a bunch of stuff at you, and like it's a matter of like how much of this can you take until you lose your patience. And if you do, that's when they see that in you and they're like, okay, I'm gonna expose that. If you're too patient, they're gonna just completely destroy your drive gauge. And if you're not patient enough, then that's when they kind of just tickle you to death, you know? I think Dhalsim might be better than Guile. Yeah, Dhalsim is right here. And then Viper. Ooh, Viper. I would say Viper's right here. The bottom of right tier. Alright, so I'm going to take a look at this tier list, see if it looks good, and then I'll make some adjustments in the end. Alright guys, so this is my completed tier list. I made a few changes. I did put Marisa up here, Marisa and Dhalsim, and I'm just going to say I already know Alex is going to be top 1 next to all the top tier grapplers, and no, I'm just kidding guys. So this is my final tier list guys. Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, this is just my opinion, and yeah, and that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video, and bye.